Welcome to the Beast Cars, the ultimate destination for speed, style, and power. The Panoz Esperante GTR-1 is one of those rare machines that defies time, convention, and even category. It's not just a car, it's a living embodiment of raw engineering passion and racing heritage. Born in the late 1990s, but revived through modern innovation, the Esperante GTR-1 remains one of the most distinctive and brutal grand touring race cars ever built. Its design philosophy is pure American rebellion, unconventional, bold, and unapologetically loud in both sound and spirit. When you first lay eyes on the Panoz Esperante GTR-1, you immediately realize it doesn't look like anything else on the road or track. The long muscular front end stretches forward like a spear, while the sharply cut rear end looks like it was chiseled by wind and speed itself. The proportions are extreme. A massive hood, low roofline, and wide fenders give it an aggressive stance that screams performance. Every inch of its carbon fiber bodywork serves a purpose, sculpted for aerodynamic precision. From the pronounced air intakes to the massive rear diffuser and spoiler, the car looks ready to dominate any track it touches. The GTR-1's design isn't about being pretty. It's about being powerful, functional, and fast, a true reflection of its purpose-built DNA. The story of the Panoz Esperante GTR-1 begins with a dream, the dream of Don Panoz, a visionary who wanted to build a true American GT1 race car that could stand toe-to-toe with the European legends like Porsche, McLaren, and Mercedes. In an era dominated by sleek mid-engine layouts, Panoz dared to be different. The GTR-1 was front-engined, a decision that made it stand out both visually and mechanically. Developed in collaboration with Reynard Motorsport, the GTR-1 featured a unique carbon fiber monocoque chassis that placed the engine at the front, but well behind the front axle, creating an ideal front-mid-engine balance. This layout gave the car distinctive handling characteristics, a blend of stability, traction, and front-end feel that separated it from its rivals. The result was a car that didn't just challenge the European giants, but shocked them with its raw pace and mechanical simplicity. It was designed for endurance racing, capable of withstanding hours of punishment while maintaining incredible performance. Under the hood, or rather beneath that endless front clamshell, beats the heart of a monster, a naturally aspirated 6.0-liter Ford-based V8 engine. It's a power plant that defines everything about the GTR-1: brutal, reliable, and loud enough to make the ground shake. Producing around 600 to 640 horsepower depending on the setup, this engine sends power directly to the rear wheels through a 6-speed sequential gearbox. The sound it produces is nothing short of earth-shattering, a deep, throaty growl that builds into a metallic scream as it climbs through the rev range. This is the sound of unfiltered American power, raw, emotional, and addictive. In race trim, the GTR-1 was capable of speeds exceeding 200 mph, with blistering acceleration that made it one of the fastest GT1 cars of its time. The car's long wheelbase and aerodynamic body gave it remarkable stability at high speeds, while the front-engine configuration allowed for incredible braking and weight distribution balance, crucial for endurance racing. Driving the Panoz Esperante GTR-1 was an experience that few could truly describe. It demanded respect. The steering was heavy, the throttle response instant, and the feedback from the chassis brutally honest. It wasn't a car that forgave mistakes. It rewarded precision and punished hesitation. Every input from the driver mattered. Every millimeter of steering, every brush of the throttle. The GTR-1's suspension system, built with double wishbones and race-spec dampers, allowed for fine-tuned control and remarkable grip through corners. It was a car built for racers, not for comfort or ease. The cockpit itself was functional and purposeful, a stripped-down interior filled with carbon fiber, switches, and gauges. The seating position was low, with the long nose stretching out in front of you like a runway, constantly reminding you of the power that lay just beyond the dashboard. In modern terms, it feels like piloting a jet fighter designed for the road, where every moment behind the wheel is an intense, mechanical connection between man and machine, Despite its racing pedigree, a road-legal version of the GTR-1 was also produced, and it was every bit as extreme as the race car. The road-going Esperante GTR-1 retained most of the race chassis, suspension, and aerodynamics, only slightly softened for public use. Even then, it was a machine far beyond the reach of ordinary drivers. With minimal noise insulation, a bare-bones cabin, and a ride height that scraped the tarmac, it was a car that brought the racetrack to the real world. Only a handful of road versions were ever built, making it one of the rarest and most exclusive performance cars on the planet. It wasn't built for luxury or convenience. It was built to make a statement, to give its driver a direct connection to the spirit of motorsport. The design of the GTR-1 remains one of the most distinct in automotive history. Its proportions, that enormous front hood, the compact cockpit, and the aggressive rear wing, are instantly recognizable. The entire front section of the car lifts up as a single piece, revealing the engine and suspension in all their glory, a feature more common in pure race cars than road vehicles. The rear diffuser and side skirts are designed to channel air efficiently, increasing downforce and stability. The headlights, tucked low into the nose, give it a predatory look, while the massive rear tires and exposed exhaust tips emphasize its raw, muscular energy. Every angle of the GTR-1 exudes purpose. This is not a car that follows trends, it sets them. Even today, decades after its debut, it still looks futuristic, a true example of timeless racing design. Inside, the GTR-1 offers only what is absolutely necessary. The driver-focused cabin is dominated by carbon fiber and aluminum, with minimal padding and no excess luxury. The steering wheel is small and direct. The pedals positioned for heel and toe precision, and the digital instrument cluster relays essential performance data instantly. The seats are racing shells wrapped in lightweight fabric, designed to hold the driver firmly in place during high-speed maneuvers. Every surface feels mechanical, intentional, and functional. This isn't an environment for comfort, it's a cockpit for competition. But there's a certain purity to it, a reminder of an era when driving was about skill and connection, not software and screens. Sitting inside the GTR-1 is like stepping into a time capsule of racing history, one that still feels alive and menacing today. What makes the Panoz Esperante GTR-1 so fascinating isn't just its performance or rarity, it's the philosophy behind it. In an age when most manufacturers were chasing technological perfection, Panoz built a car that celebrated imperfection, emotion, and individuality. The GTR-1 was never about being the easiest to drive or the most efficient. It was about being the boldest, the most visceral, and the most alive. It represented a different side of American performance, one rooted in innovation and passion rather than mass production.